All right, everybody, here we are with our short film cast interview for Silent Token. And today we have our cast with the actors and myself and the cinematographer. And we're going to do a really nice little podcast interview for you all. And let me tell you a little bit about Silent Token. It is on fire. We have been selected by 3 film festivals and took home winner of Best Thriller, Best Performances, and quarterfinalist script and screenplays. Let's all give it a big round of applause. Yeah, awesome. All right, I'm beyond proud of this cast and crew, and it has been my pleasure to put this film together and with everybody's participation, support, and great talent. And the first question would be, and we're going to start with Ray, and you can even say your character's name when you get to answer that. How did you feel when you were approached about the script for Silent Token and to be into this short film? What was your initial reaction? Please explain.
So I'm Ray, aka Ralph. We were approached, and I was really happy and excited to be a part of this film with friends and close people that we work with, and it just was an honor to be selected.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, and one more thing, like, what is the most popular or familiar film or project aside from Silent Token that you have worked on?
Probably SVU would probably be the most popular one that I've worked on, being with Mariska.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for answering that. All right. Next up, we got Alex.
Hey, my name is Alex, aka Sarge. When I first was approached, Tommy reached out, and I was actually flattered. I was grateful for the opportunity. I got the opportunity to work with familiar faces, good friends. It didn't really feel much like work. It felt like just a great time, genuinely a great time. And I appreciate you for the opportunity as well. So,
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. And what would you name one of your most popular productions or films or TV, whatever it is? What could you name that
I
you
did
worked
have I did have the opportunity to work an episode of Equalizer, where
on?
I played Kelly Rowland's bodyguard, which was a lot of fun. Again, I was a little, you know, I'm a fanboy. She's great, and it was great to actually get to meet her and talk to her down, one on one. She's a down to earth person, so it was great. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Thank you for that. Great
Thank
job.
you.
All right. Next up, we have Dave.
Well, first I was honored and I was excited, and looking at the script even made me more excited about the project. And it just, working with all of these, everybody on this film was an absolute joy. It was an absolute pleasure, and I look at it. Thank you again for the opportunity, Camilla. Truly appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I know I surprised you guys with that other plus question, but can you name one of the projects that, everyone out there could be familiar with that was very popular for you?
One of the ones I can think of is Orange is the New Black. I played
Oh,
Officer Charles Layton
nice.
in one of the episodes in season 5, and it was a short role, but it was a little small role, but it was a lot of fun to do working
Oh,
on that episode.
wonderful. Well done. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, next up we got Joseph. Joseph, introduce yourself and what you did in the film, and how did you feel when you were approached with the script and being put in the film?
Okay, so my name is Joseph, and I was in the role of cinematographer for this short film. And my reaction was kind of baffled because it was SAG after a short film, so didn't have the opportunity to do that normally. So I was very grateful and excited and tried to show up every day, planning out, super nervous, but super excited and kind of stunned that it was all put together very well with all the production in terms of directing, with you as the amazing director, and the cast showing up in their uniforms, showing up, getting it done, cooperating with my stubborn, oh, do that again, my perfectionist self. So,
All
and
right.
yeah.
Awesome. Can you name a project that is, well known to everyone out there?
Production wise, I recently was a jib operator assistant for NYU's 2025 graduation at Yankee Stadium, and that was pretty awesome.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that and well done. Thank you so much for bringing this film to where it is with your wonderful cinematography. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, awesome. All right, we have our co-star lead actor up next. That is Thomas. Please, drum roll. Please introduce yourself and tell us, how did you feel when you were approached with this story and script and to be your part in this short film?
Hello, my name is Tommy Strauss, aka Mike Stone. Very busy week, and I was actually honored to be a part of your project, which was amazing. All your work from head to toe, and to kind of like erase a lot of the nervousness. I brought in a lot of talent that's here right now to like these guys I work with. When I read the script, and I asked you, who do you have involved? And you said, I don't know. I said, well, I got just the guys that I work with, and they helped me be a little bit more calm, especially having to memorize the script and the lines and all of us sharing that. And that was a great honor to bring them, because I worked with them for years, and they bring their A game. They bring all their gear. They bring the moves, the look. I don't have to tell them to do anything. You just got to feed them, and they do the rest. And
I have to interrupt you. I was so impressed. Like, I've worked on the Blue Blood show and been a cop, but not as much as you and you guys. But I thought I've seen it all. And Tommy is absolutely right. I was so impressed, so impressed. So please continue.
So basically, yeah. I mean, it was quick. You had a timeline. You had your stage area, everything booked, and especially with the other actors, my friends, coming from distances all over and all getting together on the day of film.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got to get it done, and the time is clicking. It was real business.
Yep.
And we actually got it done with everything. Pretty much, it was real business. It was mimicking what we all do in the business, because everybody on board has been involved over the years and on the various shows, and we all play cops and SWAT guys and this and that. And it was just like another day at work, but for something different for your production. So there's a connection. My sister, my friends, and we treated it as a day of work, and I was very impressed. Everybody was professional, and everybody, Joe with the cinematography and the cameras, and his, getting cranky like Stanley Kubrick for a moment, and excellent. It was good. It was great. I thought it was great.
Thank you. Yeah, and then a couple of the other characters. One who plays one of the main mob guys, that is one of the bad guys, the lead bad guy. I actually grew up with him. So when life comes full circle, it really comes full circle. So you don't want to burn any bridges wherever you are.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but okay, so all of the cast and yourself have worked with so many well-known and important projects aside from Silent Token. Can you, Tommy, name one that is very popular and was very important to you? Let's hear it.
One time, unusual, I played a henchman on an episode, might have been season 6 Blacklist, and I was with the great actor who played the mummy with Brendan Fraser, Arnold Vosloo, and they grabbed me and they said, you're going to be this guy's henchman. And I got to work with him in the scene, like me and him in the green room going over everything, and he's telling me what to do, and I'm looking at him like, you're the mummy, like, very nice guy, total professional, very nice man. And I did that, and I got a lot of FaceTime. I didn't have any lines, but tremendous FaceTime with this great actor. And a lot of people saw it, and they were like, yo, were you with the mummy? I go, yeah, I was a henchman. But predominantly, I'm always playing a SWAT guy or a cop. But that stands out.
Nice.
and what limited principal stuff that I've gotten really wasn't like really something up in your face on the screen. You know, it's me moving away and talking from the camera, but that I'm all over it, and I just looked mean and went wherever he went as his shadow in the scene. So that was cool.
That's great. Great story. Thank you for sharing that with all of us. And like again, I said, any little project is a big project, and it depends on how it affects you. And what's important to you is what matters, right? And that's it. All right. Question number 2. Starting with Ray, what did you bring to that character to bring it to life? Here you go.
So I played Ralph, and I'm trying to think of what element I brought. I mean, I don't have a lot of acting talent, but what little I do have, I brought to the table. And being Jeff and I were partners for quite some time. So I kind of like fed off of him a little bit. So I really don't know what talent I brought, but I brought a little bit of it.
Awesome. And again, so you guys were playing, some of you were playing the police that Sonia had worked with
Yeah.
back in the day. And you guys are protectors. And obviously that's part of the lines in the scene that you played. And I felt as the director and from a stand back point of view, I felt, and from watching the film, that you guys really brought that seriousness
Yes.
being, in that position, in that uniform, and really having meaning behind it. So I had to add that to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you. Let's head on down to Sarge. Here you go, Alex.
Hey, so pretty much just like Ray, I don't possess a whole lot of talent, but I just brought myself back to when I was a sergeant. It's the same uniform, just how I would conduct myself if I was still working in that
You were a
profession.
sergeant.
Yeah, so I wore the same uniform that I wore on patrol. Nothing
Awesome.
changed. I just imposed myself as I would back in the days.
That's so cool. That's why it really felt so real with you guys. I had no idea. That's so great. Awesome. Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
Heading up to Dave.
Hey, for me, I really just brought back, like Alex said, I brought back, to when I was on the job and just thinking about detectives I worked with, lieutenants I worked with, sergeants I worked with, and just trying to bring that, that into my character as far as how I was trying to portray, what I was doing. So, I mean, I've done some principal stuff, but a lot of the times it's all cops that I'm playing. So I go back to my time on the job because it's, like that's how you can bring your realism to the role and bring it
Yeah.
out.
Awesome. Yeah, because Alex and you, like Alex was Sarge, Ray was the cop,
Right.
and you played your type of character was
The lieutenant.
the lieutenant. Yeah, the informer that brought Sonia to
Right.
that next location
Right.
to help
Yep.
Mike Stone. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, so I tried to take a lot of the stuff that I had from the job into the character I was portraying, just to give the realism part of it.
That's cool. It felt very realistic with all of you. Awesome. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Absolutely. And on to Joseph. So was this one of your first type of cop type of thriller films to film?
I actually made in college a few, like crime, thriller, suspenseful type of short films with some friends, some that I directed, some that I didn't, and just did cinematography. So very similar in terms of the dramatic lighting and darkness, but definitely better than the older, student projects.
So how did it feel when you had to bring together like that type of law enforcement feel and the suspense and the murder and also a little key point is that Joseph played the dead body.
Huh?
Yeah.
The legs.
That was my main role in the camera work.
Nice.
Great,
Additional.
great. The audition went well. Yeah.
I actually got the dead body part first, and then she asked me.
But how did that feel? If you could sum it up, how did that feel of having all that cool action law enforcement behind that in the short film?
Yeah, so I really like action and, like thrilling content, and to make such a dramatic and horrific, because that's how the movie is. It's for a cop and, like true crime, something like that, because there's like, murder and stuff in this film, harsh subjects. It really was horrific for a crime like cop movie, and I wanted to bring that into it. So it's kind of different than most of that I've seen. So we kind of made it eerie, and I was excited to do that. Something different than just like, the cool cops. Like we definitely had that in there, but it was definitely something more, and that's what intrigued me. It was more suspenseful, more, you know, eeriness behind it. And it's a combination of both of those types of genres that I really like. I like the eeriness. I like the, suspense, the thrill, the hype. So that was really fun to do.
Great, great. All right. Thank you for that. And next up, we got Tommy. You can take the end of that part of that question.
Could you repeat the question, please?
I just got a flash. You got 9 minutes left.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was the biggest element that you brought to your character? And you played, yeah, go ahead. Take it away.
The biggest element is that I was out of my element because my partners here pretty much were playing exactly what they played in their lives. So cerebrally, it was great for them. Me, I had to play a plainclothes dressed government type secret organization guy in a business that you don't know is good or bad, but it's in the middle, coming over to convince an old partner or an old colleague to come back to it. So I kind of was just challenging from whatever movies I saw on TV of that middleman that pops up from the dark organization to go, hey, you need to come back. Hey, the organization needs you. It's like, what organization? That dark one that you work for. And just trying to play it at that level and at the same time be cool about it and not overdo it. So that's what I brought to it.
Nice. And I have to add real quick that you did also bring the cool fighting scene practice for Sonia, which was like, oh my God, it was so tough because I was tired. But I put on my big girl pants and I got through it. And briefly tell us how that felt for you, bringing that with me, the character Sonia, and your sister.
Well, think about, I mean, being in the business and what I've learned the last 7 years from being in the business and being around these gentlemen here. And, when you have to do stunts and we see a lot of stunt people, we get to watch it and we see what goes on. You got to sell it for the camera to make it look real and not make it look corny. So when you told me when I read in the script, I said, okay, I got to find my gi that I used I couldn't believe I fit in it. Wooden sword.
Yeah.
For kendo training and incorporate the focus mitts and I think we did a good job.
And it was great to have you do that because it did make it authentic. So I really appreciate what you brought to that part, especially. Awesome.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Great job with that. So everybody, if there was a part 2 of Silent Token, are you up for it? What would your reaction be? Let's see it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Are we getting a raise? Because that's usually what happens in the world. We get a raise, right, for the sequel.
And next
contracts go up.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be edited out. So that note, I have to show a surprise that I wanted to let you guys know.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And here it is.
Wow.
Look at that.
Very cool.
Guys.
That's awesome.
Great stuff.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of us.
Everybody.
To all of us.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well Found Los Angeles Action Fantasy Sci-Fi Thriller Film Festival winner, Best Thriller Silent Token. And this belongs to all of us in Silent Token.
Awesome.
So just want
Great stuff.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to all of you. And it has been a wonderful pleasure to have you all on this cool podcast, the interview of Silent Token short film with the cast. And a round of applause for all of you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon out there. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Everybody.
See you later.
Peace.
All right,
See you
thank
guys.
you.